Hi, this is Ross with DIY on the House. Do you have a bathroom sink that's draining slowly? Today I'm going to show you how to remove the pop-up, clean it, and reinstall it. So you see that the water is piling up and draining slowly. So what we have is, this is a pop-up assembly. And this is actually down under the sink. So you have the rod on the back of the pop-up assembly. This is actually connected to this rod that pulls up and down. So when you pull it up, it's like this. When you push it down, it's in this position and pops up the stopper. So what we're going to be doing, because it's tight under there, once the water is drained out, I'm going to go ahead and undo this nut right here on the back of this. And I'm just going to pull this rod out just enough that I can get this stopper pulled up. Now when I pull that up, you'll see exactly what's going on. So I'll just go ahead and do that. I'm just going to grab the stopper with one hand while I'm wiggling out until it frees up. And there you go. So you can now see, I know that's gross, but that's what's been catching up everything. So I'm going to go ahead and just put that there, get my bucket. Okay, I'm just going to remove this hair off the stopper itself, and we're just going to get that off. Okay, once we get that to that point, now you don't want to run the water because you do have that nut off, and that's going to just dump water into the bottom of your cabinet. So I'm going to set that to the side. And if you want to, you can take that to the kitchen sink or whatever, and wash it off there with the faucet there. So I'm going to look down into the area down here. Sometimes when you do it, there's hair trapped on that arm. And I'll show you. Oops. So when you do that, like I said, this is the arm. You can see it right in there. When you pull that back, sometimes there'll be some hair or debris trapped on that arm, that little peg down in here. It may be hard to see, but obviously if you do it, you'll know what it is. You can either just kind of pull that out just a little bit more and let that hair fall down, or you can take a screwdriver and just kind of work that hair off that, and then once it drops down, you can reassemble everything. So I'm going to go ahead and put it back together now. I'm going to take my stopper. I'm going to face this in toward the faucet. I'm going to put that back in, and I'm going to fish that rod back through that with my other hand. Okay, I've got that. So now I'm going to really nicely, I'm going to reattach that nut, and sometimes it will try to cross thread. So if it tries to cross thread, it feels like it's kind of hanging up, back it back off and try to see if you can find the thread again. Okay, so we got it there, and we'll go ahead and turn this on. There we go, now we're draining. Okay, kind of. And it's drained like a champ. All right, so just double check. If you feel like this is like too loose or it's kind of just falling back down on its own, tighten that back nut up a little bit more. So if it feels like it's just kind of flopping back down, let's see. If you put it up and it just kind of falls down, you want to tighten that nut up until you have some resistance. You don't want a ton of resistance, but when it comes up, you want it to stay there. Just like that. I hope the video helped. If you would give us a thumbs up, if it helped you out. And as always, if you want to subscribe to DIY on the House, we'd be great to have you. And thanks for watching DIY on the House.